بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد نبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you, wherever you are. I welcome you again with the program Fatwa. About the Quranic enlightening. And this is the 60th lecture. And today's topic, and if you're afraid that you're not going to be fair, let's read the ayah from the start. Allah Azza wa Jal saying, if you are afraid that you will not be fair to the orphans, then marry whatever you want from women, 2, 3 or 4. If you thought that you cannot be just, then 1 or whatever you hold underneath, and that's the least, so you will not be need support from others. It is narrated in Bukhari. Urwa ibn Zubayr, he used to say, he asked our mother Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, about this ayah. She said, it is the orphan in her guardian, and he likes her beauty and her money, and he wants to marry her with the least of the woman. He don't want to even give her the same dowry, so he's trying to take advantage that he is guardian on her, that he will take her right, and he don't give her what is equal for her like others. So they were forbidden to marry them unless they give them the dowry complete. It is a right for the woman. It is an honor to the woman. Allah said, give to the woman their dowries. And Ibn Kathir says, meaning, if one of you has an orphan and he thought he's not going to be able to give her the same dowry, let him be just to her, because there are a lot, and Allah did not make it tight on you. So let's start here with Allah saying, this is so you will not need people's there is a lot of women more than men, so if you're afraid that you cannot just, then 1 and or whatever you own, and that's the least, so you will not need people's support. And the Shafi'i has explained the Shafi'i, meaning, if you had only 1, that's you're not gonna have that many kids. But if you have more, then you'll have more kids. But nobody said that before. That because the series of the Arabic language in this, it brought, if that's what it needed, what it meant, then he would have said it will sound differently. But the way that the companions deal with each other, one of the companions, one of the scholars, he said, Shafi, he knew about the tongue of the Arabs. Maybe he knew, maybe it is a language thing. But to have more than one wife, this is an inheritance a long time ago. It happened before Islam, and this is a need for humanity in certain circumstances, especially with the abundance of number of women, and to stop the illegitimate relationship between a man and a woman. And Islam made a ceiling for that, which is 4. And he put a condition that you be capable, to be financially capable, and you'll be just. So from the guidance of the Quran, that this Quran guides to what it is best. from its guidance, Allah give it up to 4, but the least is 1, or whatever they own. So if you can't be just to the orphan, then you could marry 2, 3, 4, and if you can't be just for them, then just 1. And of course, this is the beauty of the Sharia and the wisdom that you could see that take care of the society as a whole. Because Allah knew that the women will be more than men in general, and they are more exposed to death than the women. So if the man only married 1, there'll be a whole bunch of women who will never have a man. Then that will lead them to commit adultery. And this is one of the secrets what Allah Azza wa Jal allowed in this status. The scholars say that the Muslim men in general, to support their women in general, if there is any woman that's not married, then the whole society will be sinned. So if somebody had only 1, and there will be a whole bunch of women, still, how are we going to find a man for them if everybody in society already had 1 woman? When we're talking about the percentage of women to men is more, way more, like 5 to 1. So in the Islamic society, we see how that is worked, and we've seen how the sexual intercourse, legitimate sexual acts, and the relationship is wide abundance in the non-Islamic practice and areas. Yes, the men are less. The hadith at the end of from the condition of the hour, that the knowledge is little, and then you see exposure of illiteracy, and there will be less men. For each 50 women, there will be only 1 man, because there's lack of men, because of wars and other things. And when we talk about the affliction of the last hour, this has nothing to do with what is allowed, because when the Prophet ﷺ said that the adultery will be exposed everywhere, that does not mean it is okay. So a man can have from his kids and grandkids. So if you continue, we are stressing that the rule of Allah Azza wa Jal is based on wisdom and the interests of the creations. It is all just a mercy, and it's all interactual interest, and everything has to do with mercy, from the goodness to, or from the corruption to goodness. So anything that's not from Sharia, because it is the just rule of Allah between His servants. His wisdom approves Him and His messenger, and it is a proof, because it's His guidance that people see. Whoever stays on the path of Allah, he is guided to the straight path. From the thing we got to comment on this ayah, 2, 3, and 4. The maximum is 4. with the majority of Muslims, because the ayah says, when you try to understand it rightly, don't. And when you go back to the Sunnah, and you found that this number, it is something that is unified between all the scholars from all types and every place. That does not mean 2, 3, 4 like some people say. So he made 9. He said 2 plus 3 plus 4. This is definitely not from the understanding of the ayah, and this is something that the Sunnah is objective to that. Someone said, take, you cannot have more than 4. And it was proven in so many incidents. The order of the Prophet ﷺ, those who embrace Islam, they have more than 4, to only hold to 4 and to leave the others. ثابت غلين بن أمية الثقفي, الحارث ibn Qais al-Asdi, the son of Umar, said that Ghulman al-Salama embraced Islam. So his wife embraced Islam, so the Prophet ﷺ ordered him to choose only 4. And if you could have more than that, yeah. So when he told him to hold 4, and you cannot have more than 4. Imam Qurtubi said, no, but this number does not make it 9 like some. So whoever rejected what the Islam and Sunnah is saying, and the best, he alayhi salatu wasalam, he had 9 daughters. Some of the Rafida did this. And the Sheikh saying this wow in that sentence does not mean in addition. So it's like 2, 3, and 4. No. It is. So this is what it is agreed upon all the scholars in Islam. Also, Qais ibn Harith, when he had 8 women, when the Prophet ﷺ ordered him to divorce and to keep 4, and one of them is the question: what is better, to just have one or have multi-level? First, who does not those who don't want to have chastity and to accept only one. So definitely he could take whatever he believes from the woman. But who's interested is one. This is what the scholars, they are looking into this. If Allah give you one, it is, don't open a door that you cannot close, and it's gonna bring too many problems if you don't know what to do. This what Ash-Shafi'i said. He said a beautiful statement because it stressed that meaning. Moreover, and Ash-Shafi'i, may Allah have mercy on him, he have a statement that shows that meaning. But in this matter, there's two disputes. What about this ayah and the just is different than the just that is remembered. The first one, you just have to our leader Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to ask Allah, oh Allah, forgive me for what I control, and don't put me accountable for what I don't own. They claim that because of this ayah, it becomes forbidden to make more than one, even though it is something that is agreed for that practice. So, to what we conclude with, the dua that we always use so we could take to Allah Azza wa Jal that Allah will protect our brothers in Gaza.